Here we go. Are you recording?
Yeah, that's
recording.
recording.
That's recording. That's recording.
What? What order of things do we want to do?
I don't know.
Okay. All right, you do the opening spiel. Talk to the people.
Hey, you're here, and we're here, and let's talk about comics. Let's do it.
CultPOP.
What's up to our sidekicks and henchfolk out there in the Geek Nation? Thanks for hanging out with us and joining us for this episode of Fresh Floppies, a show wherein I, JD, and not Noel, Jeremy. Whoa, whoops, Jeremy.
I'm not offended. No school.
Good. Also
Of down the
Hero
street.
Complex.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about this week's books, but without any spoilers, and we got a stack.
It's a thickums.
It's a thickums.
Some of
Let's
them are gonna
start
be pretty quick though.
with Hollywood's greatest comic magazine, Wonder Man #1 by Gerry Duggan and Mark Buckingham.
I always want to say Duggan.
It might
I
be.
guess it's Duggan.
Man, I don't know.
I mean, like with the two G's, we're probably landing.
It's got to
on
be Duggan, right? But Duggan feels better.
Duggan does feel better. I have not seen the Wonder Man show. Have you seen the Wonder Man show?
It's one of the best Marvel TV shows.
I assume zero
Hands
connection, correct?
Zero connection.
Zero connection.
Yes.
Okay. This, I mean, to me, it kind of reads as like an intro to Wonder Man.
Yeah.
Which one would assume it would be as a #1. And I think it does a decent job, except for the fact that I don't actually really know what Wonder Man can do. And I didn't learn much of that by the end either. But we learned a bit about his history as an actor.
Yeah.
Him not being so much of an actor at this point. And this is just, honestly, this book is just mostly dealing with like the chaos and weird situations of Hollywood.
Yeah.
Than it is dealing with superheroes or Wonder Man.
Which is exactly what makes the Wonder Man Disney Plus show work.
Oh, good. Okay.
It is
So that's
1%
consistent.
superheroics, and that's in the last 5 minutes. And even that's not even superheroics. But it's basically this guy who's got powers trying to hide them, because if you have superpowers in Hollywood, you can't get a job.
Really?
Yeah. And the backstory for that is awesome. It's a really fun backstory. I want to say it's maybe episode 3 or 4, and it's all in black and white, and it's really, really good. The show's awesome. But it really is more about Simon and
Simon is Wonder Man.
yeah, Slattery. What's his name? Trevor Slattery, the guy who pretended to be the Mandarin and then went to jail. He's an actor. Do you remember this in Iron Man 3?
Oh.
That guy? Ben Kingsley. Sir Ben Kingsley plays this character. And so it's really Simon and Trevor Slattery working their way through Hollywood to try to get roles for the new Wonder Man movie, the redo that they're doing, the reboot. So yeah, it's really good. It's really about their friendship and about going and making a movie, trying to get cast in it. Yeah, yeah. So that the fact that they're bringing that to this is directly related to, I think, the success of the television show.
Okay.
So it's not literally connected to the show. But I feel like thematically and vibes, they're trying to capture the same thing, because they also have a character in here, and it's about their friendship, but it's not the Trevor Slattery character. Yeah. It's another character with a British accent who I've never heard of, because I've never been a Wonder Man guy. So I don't know if this character is new for this series or if he's like a longtime Wonder Man supporting character. But yeah, they're definitely fishing for the same vibe here. And I think it works mostly. It feels a little disjointed. I feel like it jumps around in time, and I'm never quite sure where we are.
Page to page felt a little disconnected.
Yeah.
Like by the end, I there was a very clear through line, but it very much felt like 2 minutes had passed between each panel, if that makes sense. Like it nothing felt like it was a necessarily cohesive conversation. It all kind of just felt like a bunch of thoughts that one person, or like that just the writer was like, actually this guy will say it. No, this guy will say it. I don't know. That sounds overly critical, and I really didn't dislike this book.
No.
There was just something that like I didn't quite feel
There's
like I was
something
reading a
quite
cohesive
off
story.
about it. And I'm having trouble pinpointing what it is, because I enjoy the characters. I enjoyed some of the interaction. I like that Hellcat shows up. I don't get enough Hellcat in my life, and I think she's kind of fun.
I think there were some funny moments.
Yeah. But I don't think, if you're not in on Wonder Man, I'm not sure about it.
Yeah, I would call it fresh enough, like just above midline.
Yeah.
Because I can't really. There are some books that I can say 90% of people will enjoy this.
Yes.
This one, it feels 50-50 to me.
I don't know who this is for.
Yeah. And I
old school fans of Wonder Man, maybe.
And I'll probably read number 2, number 3, see where this goes, and see if like the vibe sort of solidifies.
Yeah.
But yeah, disjointed, disconnected. And it's hard. It's really hard to pinpoint why. Clearly, we're not experts. We're just kind of vibe checking it.
Yeah.
I don't really know what's
I've
off.
never been a Wonder Man guy. I think he was a part of the West Coast Avengers, and I've never read that. I've never cared about it.
They mentioned that a few times in this, actually.
So yeah, it's just I'm not the guy for this. So
I did skim one review that mentioned how it felt like someone said it felt like a direct sequel to Duggan's West Coast Avengers run.
Oh.
And
Duggan did a West Coast
Duggan,
Avengers?
If I'm remembering this comment correctly. Or maybe it was just some other previous West Coast Avengers.
Oh, okay.
But,
all right.
Apparently for people who had read something else, this felt like it was connected to something else that neither of us read. So
Gotcha. Pretty fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, fresh enough.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
I did not read Alien King Killer from Marvel Comics, but
you
you did.
This was also pretty fresh. It was not bad, but the theming and plot and through line are very much more focused on a surviving in a post-apocalypse on a planet that has been destroyed by xenomorphs.
That's fun.
So xenomorphs are pivotal to the overall story. They're not pivotal. Well, they show up for a second to kill somebody and then they're gone in the next page.
Yeah.
I think this is probably going to be something that adds some cool stories to the overall lore and universe of Alien.
Yeah.
But I am someone who just really like the more xenomorph I get, the better. And this doesn't have a lot of it. So it's not exactly what I wanted, but if you are someone who's invested in the World Wide Web of Alien, I think this is probably worth picking up.
I think that the strength of Alien relies on the cast. The characters that are going to be murdered by the aliens. Like, you really have to lean heavily on the character work. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of people getting murdered by an alien. So you have to care about these folks. Do you care about these folks?
Not yet. Okay. No.
I like the idea that it's on a planet that's already... Because normally... most alien stories, we come in as the alien is being introduced into a group of people. So the fact that this is already a post-apocalypse created by an infestation of xenomorphs is kind of a neat place to start your story.
Yeah, because this is definitely more focused on the types of people that rise to power in an apocalypse and the inherent problems with that. So it's more of a post-Xeno story. Which isn't, like I said, idea. I like the idea. Again, it's the same kind of thing. I'll probably read number 2, maybe number 3, see where it goes. But I do very much, I'm a sucker for just the Xeno being the threat. And trying to survive this impossible hunter type thing. It was cool. Okay. Yeah, I'd say somewhere between pretty fresh, pretty dang fresh. Not top of Alien books for me personally.
It was written by Saladin Ahmed and art by Carlos Nieto with colors by Mike Ataya and VC's Clayton Cowles on letterer. I finally finished the Alien Earth miniseries.
Great show.
It's so goddamn good. But it really does, again, rely on the other things in that show. I had said to Sushan as we were watching it, if there weren't any xenomorphs in this show, I would still love this.
Yeah, that's making me almost want to walk back half the things I just said because I loved that show.
Right.
And the Xenos were not the primary threat. But they were pretty involved. Yeah. I don't know. It was a fantastic show.
Especially towards the end.
Yeah.
I like that little eyeball guy. He's really cool.
Yeah.
So Bizarro, Year None, #1 by Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Film
of
creator,
Clerks and everything else he's done. But
film director, writer,
the most popular, maybe Mallrats.
What's your favorite Kevin Smith? Mine was for the longest time Mallrats. It may still be. I also really liked Tusk, even though it's a weird as hell movie, and I really liked Red State.
I haven't seen Tusk yet.
It's goofy.
I almost want to say Mallrats just because it for me does coincides so heavily with growing up in New Jersey and one of my pastimes genuinely being mall ratting with my friends because there's nothing else to do. But Clerks is just so genuinely funny, dude.
True that. Kevin Smith, Eric Carrasco, Nick Pitarra, and Michael Garland do Bizarro Year None. And this is a weird book. What did you think of it?
I didn't love it.
Yeah, it was fine. There's some cute stuff going on, but I wasn't like enamored with it. I don't know if I care to read number 2, honestly. It's a new version of Bizarro that I don't really care about. The Bizarro that I remember was from the John Byrne Man of Steel miniseries back in the 80s. And I don't really care about Bizarro ever.
It's my first Bizarro experience. Yeah. I don't have a comparison to make. Regardless, I don't love it. The concepts in here are somewhat intriguing, but I almost feel like they're trying to make more out of this character than needs to be done.
Yeah.
I don't love the art.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the art.
I can, in moments like, there's some moments where I can see why an artist like this might have been chosen for this character.
Yep.
But this doesn't feel like the book for it. Like, I could see this art working in something else, just not quite
like
this.
An indie book, maybe.
Yeah. Batman Superman World's Finest, number 50. This is an extra Thickums issue for number 50. I think it's Thickums, is it?
Oh, it's pretty Thickums.
And you can read this without reading anything else, World's Finest.
And this is Mark Waid and Dan Mora and another guy.
There's 2 stories in there.
There's another one. Oh, gosh.
We'll get there. It's okay.
Oh, frick. Mark Waid and Adrián Gutiérrez.
Yeah. Mark Waid wrote both stories. Artists were different.
This was fun.
This is
pretty dang fresh, dude.
World's Finest has had a great 50 issues. Every single one has been fun. I know you had some question because you're not up to date on World's Finest. If it's connected to anything else, it doesn't.
You checked.
Well, yeah, because I made sure I was caught up. There are some like visual references to previous happenings of this whole run, which I think was fun and rewarding for people who are up to date. But you can absolutely pick this up without reading any other World's Finest. This is just story 1 is they're fighting in dreams. Batman and Superman are fighting in dreams,
which is something I generally don't like, but it's done so well here that I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Yeah,
I'm not a dream guy.
They're in a dreamscape. I will leave you to find out where and why and when and whatever. And then story 2 is Supergirl and Batgirl against Robin and
Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah,
dude.
Simultaneously hunting an artifact to see who can get there first. And that was a really fun story, too.
Yeah. For some reason, throughout the series, throughout this Mark Waid run of World's Finest, every so often they'll just check in with Supergirl and Robin. They went on a date, didn't really hit it off, and like they're kind of contentious towards each other, which I really enjoy. This sort of like will they, won't they, but they probably won't because they don't really like each other that much.
Yeah, they get some like middle school flirt arguing on occasion.
Yeah.
And then that's as far as it goes.
Yeah, it's really charming. It's really fun. And even the artist on this, Gutiérrez, I think is really well suited for this story.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. I love this.
Fresh AF.
This is fresh AF. This was really, really fun. If you're looking for just good, solid DC comic booking, a la maybe Tom Taylor's Nightwing, which I really like, this is just really solid.
Honestly, like if you can pick up the trades of World's Finest too, I can think of one story arc that connects to some other stuff with like the weird Lazarus Reign or whatever they were calling the event at the time.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago. However, outside of that, it's a pretty standalone series.
Yeah.
Which
it takes place in an undiscerned past. Recent past.
Yeah, sometimes it connects to the rest of current events. Sometimes it doesn't. It's like normal comic books. It matters until it doesn't, or it doesn't matter until it does. So like take that for what you will.
Oh, I dropped it. Really fun though. Highly recommend. Hey, Daredevil. Look at that. Daredevil #1 Legacy Edition 688 by Stephanie Phillips and Lee Garbett with Martin.
There's been a lot of hype with this.
A lot of people were really excited about this, and I wasn't sure why. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I know that she's on Instagram and TikTok doing videos, Stephanie Phillips and stuff, and she seems really chill and really cool. I don't know if that helps, but I don't usually have people pre-ordering a bunch of Daredevil out of nowhere.
I think it was a lot of the social media marketing that they were doing, because I also saw a bunch of posts from Stephanie Phillips on Instagram. I'm not complaining about it, but I love it. I don't usually know more than a few weeks out that a book is being released, but like I knew about this a few months ago.
Yeah.
Or like as soon as she was allowed to announce that she was writing it, that's when I found out about it, and it has been leaning hard into it ever since.
Yeah.
And it was good.
It's working because I got a bunch of pre-orders for people who don't normally grab Daredevil.
So hell yeah, do that more, DC, Marvel, and writers and artists.
If you don't know, you should be pre-ordering your books from your local comic shop so that they know how many to order, and so that Marvel knows that there's buzz for a book. If there's any book that you're interested, don't just assume your comic shop will have it.
Yeah.
Pre-order it so that they know to have it aside for you.
If your comic shop owner ever offers you, or whoever's at the shop, ever offers you the previews for DC and Marvel, take those, because that's what shows you what's coming up in the next few months, so that you can tell your comic shop what you want, so that they can order it before what they call FOC, which is final order cutoff, which is normally about a month before release. So because like if you order a bunch of stuff before FOC, it's effectively guaranteed it'll be in the shop for you.
Yeah.
If you wait until after that point, that's when things start to get a little sketchy with how much they're printing, et cetera, et cetera.
If you do what some of my customers do, which is, I heard this book is hot today. Do you have it on the shelf right now? Probably not.
No, because it's hot.
Because it's hot, yeah. But anyway, all of that is to say, this is off to a really good start. I like Matt Murdock's new career path.
Me too.
I love this idea. I can't believe no one's done it before. It makes perfect sense, and I really like it. We're introduced to a new villain as well, and a new potential love interest, which is fun. And I really like Lee Garbett's art. This is off to a great start.
Yeah.
I say pretty dang fresh.
I agree, because I'm not totally sold on the overarching story. Honestly, we don't really know what the whole overarching story is yet.
Yeah.
But the vibes are good. The art is great. The conversations and the dialogue and the interactions are good. Like you said, the scenario he's in now with his new profession, that's enjoyable.
Yep.
So it's like everything around whatever the central story is enjoyable, to the point where I'm like, okay, I'll see where this. I'll definitely see where this goes.
Because we're introduced to the new villain towards the end of the book, and it's really just a bunch of what?
Yeah.
Huh? Why? I don't. And then to be continued. Although there is something in here that I was like, is Daredevil really that cocky? Because we're introduced to him, and he's chasing down these robbers in a car, and he says, Daredevil doesn't make mistakes. Really?
Well, yeah, but then the next page he goes, but Matt Murdock does.
But Matt Murdock does. That's true.
I feel like that balances it out.
That's true. Matt Murdock do be making mistakes. He's a goddamn mess, and I love him for it. But yeah, I'm definitely on board for the new Daredevil.
I'd say pretty dang fresh.
Yeah, that's where we're both at. Awesome. Hopefully it'll get to fresh AF.
Yeah.
But right now it's off to a solid start.
I honestly could easily see it being fresh AF if Daredevil is already a character you're invested in, this seems great.
Yeah. Venom number 256, Legacy. Oh, that is Legacy number 256. This is part of the, what's it called? Death Spiral.
This is number something out of however many. It'll tell us somewhere, usually in the first few pages.
Yeah.
There will be a dual page spread that says this is Death Spiral. There it is.
6 of 9. So there's only 3 more issues after this one. And basically we have MJ Venom, Carnage Eddie Brock, and Petey Spidey. Spidey Peteyman. And they're going up against
Peterman.
Torment is his name. I almost called him, I'm like, Spiral? That's Spiral. No, Torment is his name. Who is a serial killer. And the inevitable happens at the end of this issue. We all saw it coming. And
no spoilers, though, if you didn't see
it
coming.
Yep, it's good stuff. Again, this whole run's been great.
More of the same in the best way possible.
Yeah, Death Spiral's a blast.
It's been a very entertaining crossover. This is more of that. More fighting, problem solving, arguing between Carnage and Eddie are also arguing with each other.
Yeah.
Simultaneously, MJ has Venom.
Oh, that's a spoiler. Oh, speaking of which, this was really annoying.
Oh, okay.
There were people on Twitter I don't know how they got this page.
Right.
But starting over a week ago, people were sharing this image purposely without a spoiler on it.
Oh, this is a very spoiler-heavy page.
Yes. And they're like, I'm so happy that this is happening that you're not even giving... Like, they were bragging about not putting a spoiler warning on this because they were just happy about it.
What an
I'm
asshole.
like, that's still a spoiler, you guys.
Yeah.
Anyway, don't do that. Don't
be a butthole.
Don't be a butthole and post spoilers on Twitter just because they're doing something you think is good that you're excited about and just it's easy enough to post a spoiler tag on Twitter. Just fucking knock it off. I hate that shit. What did you think? Fresh AF?
Yeah, Fresh AF.
The whole story has been great.
Honestly, at this rate, I would recommend probably waiting for the inevitable Death Spiral trade.
Yes.
It's going to be a very fun trade.
Yes.
And I would highly recommend it when that comes out.
I support your decision.
Just buy it from him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Get it from me.
Mm-hmm. Actually, buy all the single floppy issues and buy the trade. Mm-hmm. And then a hardcover when it comes out after that.
And then,
from him.
Yeah. And then the omnibus. And don't forget to give me a tip.
Yes.
So Captain Marvel Dark Past came out this week as well by Paul Jenkins and Werneck. Lucas Werneck.
Yep.
I am a Carol fan.
Me too.
I like me some Carol. I
liked the last Captain Marvel run that I feel was cut too short.
Yes.
I really wanted more
I concur. I want to say it was by Alyssa Wong. And it was the one with the bands. And they would swap places. Captain Marvel bands. I freaking love that. That was awesome. And then the Kelly Thompson run was really good. Anywho, this is a new, I want to say probably mini-series because it's called Dark Past.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would just be called Captain Marvel. And so we have Carol, who has historically had some issues with her memory, is now having more issues with her memory.
Because way back when, Rogue was a butthole.
Yeah.
And took some of her powers and memories.
Yeah.
And now it's somehow relevant again.
Yes. It feels a little been there, done that. But I'm still intrigued. I still enjoy this. I think this was really fun. I like her as a character. One of my favorite things is the female characters in the Marvel Universe hanging out together and getting coffee and chatting. I don't know what it is, but I love that. I think it's a really naturalistic way to do exposition or to have characters say what they've been going through or feeling and all this other stuff. I'm a big fan of it. So it's her and Jessica Drew, Spider-Woman, hanging out.
And it's a really nice...
And kvetching.
Yeah, it's a really nice relief from the typical... like brooding hero who's just dwelling on their emotions. Like it's a much more natural, like I'm having an issue and some problems. I'm going to go talk to a friend about it.
Yes.
And try to figure this out. And it feels right.
Instead of like monologuing while you're flying over the city or swinging over the city.
She also is hanging out with Tony Stark during this for a little bit. And that's also a very good conversation. Like the dialogue and character interactions are what kept me locked into this book.
Yeah. And the art's fantastic. I don't know Werneck at all. I do not recognize that name, Lucas Werneck, but this is really well illustrated. This is fantastic. I love this, and I love the art, the color. The one thing that I was a little disappointed by was we are introduced to Carol in the beginning. She's bruised. She meets up with Tony. His arm is in a sling, and they're just talking about something that happened earlier that day. Yeah. Like they are both not ex-alcoholics. They are both recovering alcoholics who go to meetings together, which another little element of their relationship that I love is that they're each other's sponsor. Yeah. And so they help each other out with that. And I think that's really cool. But I thought we were being dropped in media res, which is we're just plopping you in the middle of this story. Something happened earlier. It was an adventure they had together. The details are not important. And I love that. I was like, oh, they're just dropping us in and they're not going to tell us what happened earlier. I love this. And then they go flashback to earlier and then they show us all the things that happened, which is a very minor quibble. I am picking at nits. It's just, I was impressed. I was like, oh, they're not going to tell us about the thing. We're just what a fun little thing to do. And then they were like, oh, okay, you're actually going to do the stereotypical thing, which is like, oh, rewind the clock to 12 hours ago. Like, all right.
Like it's not done poorly. It's just a matter of
it was
enjoying the other methodology.
Yeah.
I'd say pretty dang fresh.
Pretty dang fresh. Yeah. Which of her costumes do you prefer?
Oh, the jacket. Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
The jacket's so cool, dude.
It's so rad.
It also, like, it's the only, like... That's enough.
Sorry.
It just fits the name Captain so well. I love it. The jacket's so badass. I do like, and I didn't notice until maybe this has been a part of her costume already, and I didn't notice until this issue. But like the red bands that come off as almost a reference to the first costume, because like the sash ribbon around. Yeah.
She's got that sash.
Yeah.
I like her a lot. She gets a bad rep, or at least the movie version of her gets a bad rep. I love the movie version of Captain Marvel as well. Brie Larson, I think, is fantastic.
Yeah.
And she just gets a lot of unnecessary hate. And then we're introduced to a villain at the end who I have an idea of who it is, but I'm not 100% certain who it is. But yeah, this is really fun. If you're curious about Captain Marvel and you just want to jump in, you could do it.
Yeah, and this is less of a clear good guy versus bad guy, more of a good guy trying to solve mysteries and figure out questions.
Yeah. So some soul searching. Yeah.
It's like I could see it going into a mild detective book zone, but we'll see.
My favorite panel in this book is not a spoiler, but I will show it to you. It's her just being like, well, that was fun. And she's just had a huge fight, and she's, I don't know where we are, but I don't.
Yeah,
there we go. But I love this panel. It's really fun. Her little smirk is, she looks content.
Yeah.
She loves a fight.
Like they just almost got their asses beaten. She was like, all right. Nice.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, so that's one of the things I like about that character.
Yeah.
Pretty dang fresh. Anything else? Did we do it?
That was a whole week.
Oh my gosh.
There's a lot of decent stuff this week.
Yeah. Awesome. Oh, well.
Is there anything that you haven't read that you're looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to finishing Superman, Spider-Man from last week.
Oh, true.
Because I only read the main bit of the book, and then there's a whole bunch more coming later, like backup stories. So I'm really excited to finish that.
I don't know if there's anything I'm looking forward to. I mean, like I kind of just read everything I cared about. Absolute Superman.
Oh yeah,
I want to read that.
New jumping on point there as well.
Yeah, another story arc starting there. I have to catch up on Mary and Heretic. I saw that sitting on my table at home before I came here.
I have not read a single issue.
You should.
Maybe
I'll probably also order the trade from you when that is announced.
You're going to pre-order from your local comic store?
No. I'm going to wait until a week after it comes out and then get mad at you when you can't get it.
You don't have it? Idiot.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Last night on the live stream, we talked about Ready or Not, Here I Come, the sequel to Ready or Not, and They Will Kill You, which is a very similar Ready or Not vibe, but starring Zazie Beetz. So you can find that on the YouTube page. Go check that out.
On CultPOP Go, YouTube.com.
Yep, nailed it. All right, thanks so much for hanging out with us, and we'll talk at you later.
Bye, nerds.